Hello everyone! Hour ago, 1 billion views, an army gathered and collapsed to see Jungkook today. Before we dive in, make sure to subscribe and turn on notifications so you don't miss out on more breaking K-pop news. And don't go anywhere, this story is just getting started. Unprecedented scenes unfolded today as Jungkook's unexpected appearance sparked what's now being called the Jungkook Effect. What was meant to be a quiet taping at a Gangnam cafe turned into a once-in-a-generation moment that literally broke the internet. In less than an hour, 1 billion views were recorded. Servers failed. Streets filled. Social media exploded. Analysts say this event rewrites the very rules of digital engagement. Social media analyst, we've seen viral before. But this is a cultural milestone. Crowds gathered in seconds, forming what many now call the 2025 Great ARMY Convergence. Satellite images captured what looked like a sea of purple flooding the Gangnam area. Traffic froze across a 5-kilometer radius. Police and emergency services scrambled to respond to the unexpected surge. Platforms couldn't keep up. X, formerly Twitter, went dark temporarily. Instagram was down for 17 minutes. Weibo experienced global traffic overloads. YouTube deployed emergency server extensions. To put it in perspective, this moment drew more traffic than the Super Bowl, the World Cup final, and the Olympic opening ceremony combined. Army reactions. I was in class when I got the notification. I've never run faster. I came from 3 districts away in 15 minutes. It's Jungkook, don't ask how. My job's at risk, but it was worth it. Local impact, businesses saw a windfall. Purple merchandise sold out in minutes. Coffee shops hit record sales. Street vendors made a month's income in hours. Hotels booked out instantly. And what Jungkook wore? Already trending worldwide. His casual look sparked fashion site crashes. Designers are racing to replicate the style. Global pre-orders are off the charts. Global wave of the Jungkook Effect. The ripple effects weren't limited to Seoul. The Jungkook Effect quickly went global. Flash mobs in Times Square. Gatherings at the Eiffel Tower. Fan celebrations in Brazil and Australia. Viral dance challenges and live streams across continents. Celebrities joined in too. Some K-pop idols were spotted blending into the crowd, while others helped security maintain order. Remarkably, the Army's self-organization was praised, fans kept calm, formed lines, and even started cleanup crews on site. Tech platforms are rethinking how they handle surges like this. Instagram launched crisis protocols. TikTok is improving real-time trend tracking. Server infrastructure upgrades are being rolled out worldwide. Even linguists have taken note. The term Jungkook Effect is now being added to urban dictionaries in multiple languages. Environment report, seismic monitors detected vibrations from synchronized cheering and jumping, a real-world footprint of Jungkook's digital reach. Marketing experts say, this moment created more organic engagement than any campaign in history. It was entirely unplanned, yet globally coordinated. Cultural scholars note, this isn't just fandom. It's a showcase of global digital unity, peaceful mass mobilization, and deep emotional connection. The heart behind the hype, V and Jungkook. Amid the chaos, a message from V to Jungkook made waves. As the BTS members served their country in the military, this exchange was a heartfelt reminder of their enduring bond. The timing is meaningful. Many BTS members are now deep into their service. Their continued connection resonates with fans and reflects the journey of many young Korean men balancing duty and personal growth. Music experts say it's rare to see this kind of genuine friendship sustained and shared so openly. For ARMY, it was a deeply personal, touching moment. Looking forward. The site of Jungkook's appearance is now under consideration as a cultural heritage venue. It's already being called a historic landmark by fans and city officials alike. Major news networks interrupted regular programming to cover the phenomenon. BBC, CNN, Al Jazeera, Reuters. Scientists, economists, and security analysts are now studying the event. Crowd behavior models are being updated. Economic impact reports are being drafted. Tourism and local businesses are bracing for long-term change. Even hours later, the area is alive with energy. Fans are still gathering, cleaning, singing, and leaving notes and flowers. Final thoughts. This wasn't just a viral moment. It was a global cultural event. Jungkook and ARMY have redefined what spontaneous digital influence looks like. Welcome everyone to this urgent coverage of what is being called the Jungkook Effect. I'm your host Sarah Chen, and we're bringing you minute-by-minute updates on the phenomenal events that unfolded just hours ago in Seoul, South Korea. It started out as a routine program. Jungkook was scheduled to appear at a local cafe in Gangnam for what was supposed to be a quiet and discreet taping of his new variety segment. What happened next literally broke the internet. Social media analyst, we've seen viral moments before, but nothing like this. The numbers are extraordinary. 1 billion views in 1 hour is not just a record, it improves our understanding of what's possible on social media platforms. I found myself at the epicenter of what can only be described as the 2025 Great ARMY Convergence. What started as a simple appearance at a coffee shop has transformed into a scene reminiscent of the largest flash mob in history. Except it wasn't planned, it was pure ARMY intuition. Satellite images show an unprecedented buildup. Within minutes of Jungkook's arrival, the streets of Gangnam were a sea of purple. Traffic came to a complete standstill for a 5-kilometer radius. We've dealt with large crowds before, but this time was different. The number of people who showed up out of nowhere was staggering. We had to deploy every unit available to handle the situation. The online reaction was equally explosive. Some platforms reported server overloads. Twitter, now X, is temporarily down. Instagram's servers were down for 17 minutes. Even China's Weibo couldn't handle the surge in traffic. The number of viewers we're seeing is unprecedented. To put things into perspective, this event alone generated more traffic than the World Cup final, the Super Bowl, and the Olympics opening ceremony combined. ARMY 1, I was in class when I got the notification. I've never packed my bags and run so fast in my life. ARMY 2, I was 3 districts away, but I managed to get here in 15 minutes.